What's up, Grandstand Bettors? It is USA, Iran, and England, Wales. It is D-Day. Not probably the best choice of words, but the D today stands for decision. And are we going through the round of 16? And who else from Group B might be going? I am joined by our soccer expert all the way across the pond from the UK and host of his own YouTube channel, Ian OUFC. Welcome in, Mr. Ian Allen. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, Matt. Great to be back on the Grandstand Bettors channel once again. Thank you for having me. Ever the professional, as always. I hurriedly realised, why is it echoing? And that is because I actually had the YouTube video playing in the background. So quickly had to get that one off. As I said, ever the professional. But should be an interesting day. Could be quite a nervy one. You've got USA and Iran basically playing in a winner-takes-all game. And England kind of already through. But in a Battle of Britain game, we kind of don't want to lose face to Wales, that is for sure. So we want to put in a nice, strong showing and finish top of the group.
Yeah, there was actually a fantastic response by Southgate. I don't know if you saw it prior or to the press conference when he asked, what's you probably know better than I did if you see it. Something about like, what's it called?
Rivalry, I saw it. Like someone basically a real moronic question by the journalist. Like saying, we don't understand the rivalry, and it's pretty much just like said, well, they're literally a neighboring country.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Have you never
watched funny. Yeah, that was quite funny. As much as there was joking going on in the England-Wales press conference leading up to the game, tensions were a bit higher in the USA and Iran one. And I don't know if I would have handled the situation as well as I think it was Adams who had to deal with the question there. Did you see that? And what do you think about is that going to play onto the pitch today? You didn't see that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so essentially an Iranian reporter went at Adams and the coach and said basically, number one, it's Iran, not Iran. So if you could pronounce our country correctly, we'd appreciate it. And number two, as he was speaking to Adams, who's African-American, he looks at Adams and goes, as someone who's black, and how do you feel representing a country that discriminates against black people? It was crazy. I can't believe that happened. If you're in the chat, guys, let us know what you thought about that. And we got some chat going. Derpy's in there. Can't believe they did both matches at the same time. And we've talked about this before. I understand why they do it at the same time, but any thoughts of that ever going away, Alan?
I don't see it happening. It might do, but I think that it's the only time in the tournament that they're going to do it, and they basically just do it to nobody kind of knows what the other team is doing, kind of. Even though they kind of do because they're sat on the sideline keeping tabs with the other game, but it's to try and I guess give it a sense of fairness. So there's no kind of like one side knows they only need to play for a draw, or one side knows they're already through. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. It is a little bit silly. Yeah. They don't normally tend to do it in most other sports, I wouldn't say. I mean, that they
just soccer, really. MLS does that.
You guys won't know this at all, and this is going to go way over your head. They just recently had a Cricket World Cup, and they didn't do any of that for the final round of group games in that one. So it's just a soccer thing, it seems like.
Interesting. All right, so we're what 10 minutes from getting started here. Both games at the same time. Turbo's in the chat. Turbo, you're officially a friend of the channel, man. You've been on a lot of our American football live streams. He says he's got 2 beers and he's relaxing, getting ready for the game. Derpy says, Alexa, play "I Am Real American" by Rick Herringer. That is awesome. All right.
Actually, we're actually going to be only playing gentle Iranian music through this stream for the rest of it. So I hope that's okay.
If you look at the screen, I had to make sure on the logo that I put the emblem in the middle because I didn't want to get called out by the government.
I mean, what a reaction to and I get it, it's a mistake, but to have the reaction of America should be kicked out of the tournament, it's like Get
It's
fucking real.
it's an overreaction of almost the overplaying we've seen at times here in the World Cup. All right, let's we're 9 minutes away. Let's get into the lineups. First, let's start with USA Iran. Anything you see that pops out at you?
Well, just a couple of changes, really. I mean, Berhalter just seems to be so glued to this 4-3-3 tactic. And to be fair to America, they played two pretty decent games in this World Cup, so I don't see why you would change it. The usual problems for the US is that man up front who's going to score the goals for them. They've rotated Sargent, Hadji Wright, Sargent, Hadji Wright. They've gone back to Sargent today. They need a big performance from him because they need goals. Other one might be injury related. Carter Vickers comes in instead of Zimmerman in the back line, which is a bit of a blow for America because I thought he played quite well as well. But other than that, same strong midfield of America, which I expect them to try and dominate this game through midfield, which they certainly did against England and did for the first half against Wales.
Yeah, and let's lead right into England with Turbo's question. Give us the lineups, any changes you see in that England-Wales matchup. And he asks, what do you think about the England game? You think Wales actually does have a chance in this one?
They have a chance of they don't have. I don't think they have any chance of going through. I mean, basically, they have to beat England like 4-0, and beating England alone will be a tall order. But to beat them 4-0, I don't see that happening.
I mean, I kid.
I hope it doesn't. Otherwise, I think I'll just be.
Well, I'll just say this: if you're down 3-0 in the second half, I might not have you for the rest of the game.
They'll be really up for the game, and I know that's a cliche, but they'll want to beat England. I mean, having a bad World Cup, but then going and beating England is a good saving grace for Wales. So they'll desperately want to kind of put one over on England here. So that expect Wales to be really putting a ton of effort into this game. I expect Wales to tire out quite badly in this one in the second half, which I think England might come on strong in the end of this game.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of hope England does go through for your sake. I don't want to bitter Ian the rest of the World Cup. I enjoy your happiness, and I just don't want it to go wrong for you.
Matt, usually World Cups are full of bitter and England. What's the word I'm trying to say? Disappointment from England. I'm used to it. I've had it for many, many years and many, many World Cups. So there's nothing new there.
And if you guys, a lot of new people coming in the stream, if you could smash that like button. Hey, if you're ready for some USA, the opportunity to go through to the round of 16, the most likely it would be Netherlands. Make sure you smash that like button. Speaking of disappointment, though, Ian, real quick, as the teams are on the pitch and the national anthems are about to be played here, any disappointments on Ecuador's side? They ended up getting a tying goal there, and then Senegal just clapped right back.
I think they'll be crushed. I think Ecuador will be absolutely crushed. They've looked really good in the first two games. They put a ton of effort into that 1-1 draw with Netherlands, in the second game. They did look a little bit flat today. They looked like they were a little bit caught between playing for a draw and playing for a win. And when they knew they had to go out and get a goal in the second half, they played a lot better. But then they fell into that trap, which we've talked about. They lost concentration when they scored a goal, let Senegal straight back into it the other end. I think they'll be absolutely devastated that they've gone out.
For sure. All right, final thoughts and a score prediction for USA Iran.
Tight game, USA Iran. I see that one. I think we could see a classic 0-0 at halftime. And I think USA will edge it 2-1, hopefully.
All right, listen, here's my thoughts real quick as both of the games have the national anthems being played on the USA-Iran game. Okay, here's my thoughts. We have 2 shots on goal through 2 games, okay? Everybody says we need to score goals, but to do that, you gotta shoot the effing ball. Shoot the ball. I don't care. It's kind of like hockey. Put the puck near net, put the ball near net, and see if something happens. Because if you don't shoot the ball, you're not going to score goals. And I hate to be the glass half empty full, or glass half empty, not half full person here. And I'm rooting wholeheartedly for the U.S. to go through because I want on Saturday to be right back here with you guys live streaming the U.S. game. But I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I do think the USA come out early. They're aggressive. I actually took the over half a goal in the first half, which has kind of not been the trend of the World Cup during this first 33 games or 35 games. But I am going to take the over here. I think we come out and score, but I just think we're too young. We parked the bus a little, and maybe that's not what we're trying to do. But these youngsters out there around the 78th minute give up a goal. Iran nicks it, and we end up in a tie, and we get knocked out. That's my prediction.
As much as I'm horrified by this lack of patriotism, and I think you should go out and I think you should go out and shoot a bald eagle just to like reaffirm how much you're.
I think that's illegal.
There. I think you make some great points, and I think it's a really good point about like the USA not creating many chances, not having an out and out goal scorer. So even when they do put balls in the box, there's nobody there, and also the age of the USA side and the pressure that puts them under. Don't remember as well, this will be a heavily, almost like a home game for Iran. There'll be a lot of Iranian supporters in there. They'll make a ton of noise. And we saw that make a difference when they played Wales.
For sure. Now, guys, that's our score predictions, but I want to hear your score predictions in the chat. Put your predictions. Turbo says USA 1, Iran 2. But the question also is, if it does go to tie, does it go to penalties? It does not. Not in group stage. A tie would give us a point. That would give us 3 points, and that would give Iran 1 point. They would have 4, and England already has 4. And that's all that matters. We would
remember ties are always the best outcome in any sport. My American friends. Yeah, and I think Turbo said 1-0 America, didn't he?
Yeah, 1-0. Yeah, 1-0 America. But I know we talked a little bit about this off air before we came on. It is kind of crazy to think, though, that the Americans could tie this and leave the World Cup without ever losing a match.
Yep. They'll be the third team to ever do it. Belgium did it in '98. New Zealand did it in 2010. Getting a good draw in there with Italy along the way as well. But
I remember that.
But yeah, it would be. It'd be pretty crap, really. I mean, to not lose a game and go out, but got to get those.
Albert 3-1. 3-1. That's his prediction score. Make sure you put your prediction score in the chat. You know what I'm going to do today, Alan? Or Ian. I call you Alan because I'm looking at Alan.
Give me an England score as well. Turbo, William, give me an England score.
Yeah, England scores as well in the chat. But I'm going to do this. If you get any score prediction right, at the end of this game, I'm gonna spin our wheel of winners. And if you're new to our channel, this is our wheel of winners. And we'll give somebody who got the score prediction right a cash prize. So we'll do that at the end if you get the score prediction right. So make sure you put the score of both the US-Iran game and England-Wales, and I'll make a deal with you. If you get both of them right, I will spin the wheel for you, and you'll win double the prize. How about that?
There we go. I like that.
All right, so get those predictions in. We're just about underway. I know, Ian, you're going to be looking primarily at the English-Wales game. I'm going to keep an eye on the U.S. and the Iran game. And as an American, I'm really trying to say Iran correctly because I don't want them to be like, Iran.
Yeah, you'd say Iran, wouldn't you? We'd say Iran.
Yeah.
We say Iran.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it?
All right, so we're moments away for kickoff here. Both, I see, this is very close to the same kickoff. Netherlands ended up being, I think, about 4 minutes ahead of the earlier game, but that always is going to happen with stoppage time.
Yeah. So England and Wales have kicked off on my screen. And
okay. USA still
no goals yet after 10 seconds, so England absolutely suck.
There's Weah, the only goal scorer. He's got one of the 2 shots. Trivia question: who has the other shot?
Oh, Weah has one on target, didn't he? Pulisic hit the bar, so not him. I don't know.
All right, we're underway, by the way, in USA. We are underway. I don't know the answer, Ian. That was actually a question.
I don't know. I didn't know.
In the chat, if you know who took the other shot other than Weah on goal in this World Cup, please let me know.
There were 2 decent chances in that game for America. Other than the fact they had like a ton of pressure. putting balls into the box. But the two big chances were obviously Christian Pulisic, who hit the bar with a fantastic effort. And I think there was one that went to McKennie where he should have done better with it. But I don't know if that one was on target either. So it's probably some really crap shot that was hit straight at Pickford where he could just basically kneel over and pick it up.
Probably. Oh, all right. We're 1 minute into the USA match. We have not scored. I'm on edge. I am on edge.
That's why shots on target stats are sometimes very, very deceptive, like shot stats and all that. Because like you could have like 20 shots in a game, and people say, "Oh, we had loads of shots," but like most of them could just be like ballooned over the bar. Or you could have like 6 shots on target, but all of them could just be really weak efforts straight at the goalie. So always a bit like for example, that Pulisic effort doesn't count as a shot on target. But that was a great effort. Really, really would have been a great goal if it went in.
I think you're ahead of me.
Oh, I'm not. Iran USA has literally just kicked off on my app.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So I'm behind you on that one. I'm ahead of you. I'm watching England at the moment. I'm just talking about the previous games.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, I didn't see Pulisic do anything.
No. I'm talking. He hasn't done much.
You guys did have a free kick. It was cleared pretty easily away there in the first minute. Iran is storming up the field and almost got in the 18-yard box. That guy almost went end to end. It is, I believe, raining, if I'm not mistaken, on the pitch.
Is it?
I think I'm seeing rain. Maybe not. Maybe somebody pull up a weather report.
They don't have weathermen.
I saw rain.
They don't need weathermen in Qatar. It's like the easiest job in the world.
Right? I know. But doesn't it look, I don't know.
I think it might be a bit smoky. It might be
maybe it's smoky. Yeah. Just both teams feeling out each other right now in the USA game.
England into the penalty area. Wales snubbed that one away. England, controlling possession as you'd expect in this one. Wales standing off England quite a bit. Not being doesn't seem like it's being played with quite the intensity of what the opening few minutes of Iran USA has played at.
Does it really matter if Wales? Does it matter to England if Wales beats them? I mean, will they sit back 0-0, and if Wales nicks one in the 90th minute, do they really care?
I don't think we want to. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. It means it's a weird one to explain, right? We'd be pissed off. You don't want to lose to any of the British sides, like, because it's bragging rights at the end of the day. They give you, like, Scotland gave us a ton of grief for like getting a 0-0 draw in the Euros. So you always want to beat the British sides, but generally, like, England's always kind of like the bigger team. So
hold on one second. US in the box, and that is going to be they got it going again. Cross into the middle, and nobody's there. Backside was I believe that was Pulisic. But cleared out to midfield. So go ahead. What were you saying?
No, there's probably similar examples you have all down like college football and stuff where there's a rivalry where one side's like much stronger than the other. So the side that's expected to win wins every time. But then if the underdog wins once, it's like the biggest ever victory ever to them and means a ton to them. So it kind of like England, you kind of get the feeling it would mean a lot more to Wales than it would mean to England.
For sure. All right, so we've seen a lot of aggression. Actually, that was Robinson, the defender, being very high up. He was in the 18-yard box there on that last cross. Definitely USA being the aggressive team here.
Yeah, they do that quite a lot of USA. They don't they? Those fullbacks do go forward. Robinson, Dest, they do add quite a lot of.
Yeah, speaking of Dest, he's on the right side trying to bring it forward, gets it stolen from him. And Iran is going to be on the counter here. And unfortunately, they left the guy wide open, but they can't get him the ball. So that kind of worked out.
Yeah, so far, Wales. So far has been very no chances to speak of in this one after 5 minutes. It's been very much
Iran is going to be at the 18. I think a shot's coming. Oh, out wide inside the box. Crosses it back, and it is cleared. They reset. And a shot. Nope. Pushes them out wide, and a good job defending there by, I believe that was Robinson. But they reset a second time, cross into the box, a little far over Nobody there on the backside, and Weah is going to knock it out of bounds for a throw into the Iranians. So a little pressure here by Iran.
I think also as well, and it's really weird to look back at that 6-2 defeat to England and just think like that. That looks a real weird scoreline now from what we've seen of Iran.
Yeah,
certainly when they played Wales, they look a much better side than what that 6-2 result showed. And it's almost like, and I can't imagine that's like just because England are that much better than them. They just must have had a real horror show that day.
Yeah, throwing into the box. It's back-headed flicked onto goal. Doesn't get there, though. And Turner's going to fall onto it. And I don't mind if they fall onto the ball as many times as they need to if they can score a goal and be ahead in this one.
Yeah, I'm just seeing those chances now you said for Iran. They actually do play some really nice football when they go forward. And working the ball. Yeah, some good defending by the USA, though. And that one's, as you said, cleared away. USA have defended a lot better in this tournament than I thought they would as well. I thought their defense might be a real weak point, but they've only given up one goal, and that was a penalty. So far, defensively, they've been pretty strong.
Yeah, and I know, you saw where we watched the England-USA game. They looked impressive there. I mean, but to be honest, I don't know if they looked impressive defensively or England was kind of stagnant on their offensive attack because it just didn't look like they tried too hard.
I think there was a bit of I don't know. I think USA just do deserve a lot of credit for that game. I really do. I think they just really they took the game to England, and England really struggled to respond to it. And yes, late on in the game, England maybe came on a little bit stronger at the end. But
USA goes out wide in. It stayed in, and Robinson's here with a nice cross into the box. Oh, and it's flicked away right off the goal line. And they're going to try to reset, and they do. Sorry, Ian, we got a little bit of action in this game.
Yeah.
Robinson crosses it. They're switching the field. Not too far away, about 38 yards away from goal. A nice little give and go there. And we go down in the box, but that's not a penalty. Des does a nice job, and it's going to be cleared out to midfield.
Yeah. I don't remember too many times where England cut USA open, though, with a lot of passing moves. I mean, they might have had some pressure, but generally USA kind of resisted it quite well. I can think of one chance for Kane in the first half where England kind of really got in behind USA. But other than that, I thought they did all right.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but Kane has a chance if he can get some goals to be in the conversation for the balloon award.
Golden Boot.
Yeah, the Golden Boot.
Well, he won it last time. And needs a goal, though. He hasn't scored. Last time, last World Cup, he got 5 in the first 2 games.
I remember that, and then nothing, right?
And then he got a penalty, I think, in the against Colombia, but he ended up winning it. But he hasn't got any goals so far. But so he'd like to kind of get up and running on that in that regard. England have got a chance now. Played in behind. Chance for England to go 1-0 up. Great save by Danny Ward in the Wales goal. I think that was Marcus Rashford who got played in by Harry Kane. And that was England's first really good chance to score there.
A good cross in, punched away by the Iranian goalie. Now we're in the 18 box. Robinson with a cross into the box. Nobody's there. Oh, a half volley. Oh, that was, I believe, I can't say his name. Musala. Musala. He kind of chested it down to his foot, one-times it, and it's one of my favorite shots on goal. It goes about 70 feet over the goal. You know what? One thing that I don't think we did mention is Iranian's goalie is the one that got knocked out in that first game.
Is it?
This is the guy that came back.
Okay.
So I wonder if that played into him punching the ball rather than going up and trying to grab that.
Possibly. I didn't actually know they brought him back in, but it's just England are on a pretty good attack at the moment. Got a chance to get a ball in the box. I'll come back to you in a second. Overplayed. Wales can clear. I think I'm just going to see that chance now where you talked about the half volley. Yeah, he hit that. Nice strike, but he's hit it too hard. I think actually, to say his name correctly, it is Musa.
That's much easier.
I was getting him confused with a similar name German player who also grew up in England, played for England, but snubbed England and went to play for another country.
William in the chat says England 2-1 over Wales. I don't mind that score prediction. I think that's a good score prediction.
If we could get rid of the 1 for Wales, then I'll be very happy.
Although the way that I hear it panning out, I don't think there's been much going on in that game so far. Although it does seem to open up a bit.
It's very England in possession. It's a very much a England dominating the ball, just trying to work through. But it's very slow possession, and Wales are just comfortable to just sit back at this stage. And so can try and hit on the break.
Guys, if you are just coming in, as there's a cross into the box and a shot on goal. A nice header. That one, easy to save there. But I love the cross. Love the opportunity. That was Pulisic on that header. He tries to get that by. But good aggressiveness. Nice cross into the box and a chance. The first real chance, I would say, for the U.S. there. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button if you want the U.S. to go through. We're watching U.S.-Iran and England-Wales. That was probably the best chance of either game so far.
Oh, I love it. I'm just watching that chance back now. Really, USA playing with a good amount of intensity in this one. We've seen that so far through the World Cup. They've got to start, when they're on top of a game, they've got to start taking their chances, haven't they? That's when you've got to take the lead when you're dominating it. They just let the other teams off too often. There's a message from William Albert saying, is Foden on the bench? No, Phil Foden is playing for England today, which is good. That was actually a pretty good chance for Pulisic. That one with a header?
USA keeping possession here. They're about 67% on the match so far, and it's brought back to midfield, but they do keep possession. They got the right side of the field wide open. I'm not sure why we quite haven't switched the field yet, as Adams is kind of deciding where he wants to go with the ball. But the Iranians are it's just kind of a neutral zone attack at the moment.
I love the neutral zone references.
A
hockey reference. Is that a hockey thing, the neutral zone?
Neutral zone, that's a hockey reference.
That's what I was saying.
William says, USA looking dangerous when they attack. The goal, keep it going, USA, yeah. And Ricardo, parlay, USA win, England versus Wales, both to score. So everybody to score.
There we go.
USA win, and then England and Wales to both score. That's a good parlay. And William, thanks you for that fold-in update.
England with a free kick. Good chance to get a ball in here. I didn't put any bets on Harry Maguire or John Stones to score in this game, so I bet you one of them is going to jump up with a header, rise like a salmon, and bury a header in a couple of minutes' time. But it seems to be like it's taking an age to take it. They're going to take it now. Cross comes in. It's actually a pretty good ball. Cleared to the edge of the box. Can England get a shooting chance away? They can, but it's way wide.
Iranians pushing forward here in the forward third, and now see, you have to look at this game from both sides. Iran doesn't need anything but a point here. So yeah, when they go all the way down to the 18-yard box, and then they do what I hate, and they push it all the way back to the defensive side of the field. We're going to see that a lot today. Although there's a long ball forward. Oh, Sargent had it on the edge of his foot, and he couldn't. It was a heavy touch. He does get a cross away. Pulisic is out there on the right or the left-hand side, and he's going to lose the ball. And the Iranians, I think, are going to clear it here as they're trying to get it out of. Although there's a high press, but they do clear it. But man, if Sargent doesn't have that heavy touch, we may be talking 1-0 here.
Yeah, it's
he kind of missed, not a heavy touch, but he kind of misplayed that ball.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the chance of it yet. I'll see it in a second. But the point you make, as England do a nice switch of play over the Foden on the right-hand side, the point you make is a good one, where you say about Iran only needing to play for a draw. But we saw Ecuador come unstuck with that earlier on today, with that where they only need a point, and they kind of got a bit muddled with like how they were going to play the game, and they ended up losing, and they ended up going out.
Yeah. John Williams says England playing tonight carefully. They're just cruising right now, I would say, from listening to you, Ian. I think that's probably a good point.
It's quite pedestrian so far. It's a very slow pace. Looks very much like a World Cup qualifying game where England are just happy to keep the ball in midfield and pass it around, and Wales are just happy to let them have it. So not really too much going on at the moment.
All right, USA, they are near midfield. They are playing very aggressive. Their defense, very high line right now. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a chance with the Iranians, which will not be offside. Like, there's one over the top right now, but it's going to be taken by Turner. I could definitely see with how high of a line they're playing on defense up at midfield, a possible breakaway chance or them continually to try to go over the defense on a counter.
It's such a shame the United States, and that, it's not. There's a lot of sides in the same situation.
Robinson cross into the box. Nothing. Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. It's your channel. It's a lot of countries are in this same position where if USA had an out-and-out goal scorer, what a difference that would make to their side. Josh Sargent is a decent young player, but the difference between him playing well for Norwich in the Championship.
Into the box! Oh my God, we had it. We had two guys there, and it went to the goalie who punched it out. Again, though, Ian, he goes with the punch. This time it was on the ground.
They do like a punch. I'll get to that in a second. England have got a free kick on the edge of the box, so we might see haven't seen many good free kicks in this tournament yet. I don't think have we seen a goal direct from a free kick in this tournament?
We saw one early on as the Iranians try to counter here, but it is stifled.
I think we saw Morocco score one where the Belgian goalie messed it up, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, but
John Williams or Turbo, nice to see you again. I like Turtles is in the chat.
There we go.
I like Turtles too.
I do too. Who doesn't?
I don't know. So this is, I mean, we're what, 17 minutes into both matches here. It's kind of what we expected for sure from England. Not too much going on. USA has been aggressive. They have the ball again. McKinney is in the midfield. They have been in the Iranian side of the half for the most part of this first half. But Iran has decided to counter here quite a bit. But now we're moving up towards the 18-yard box, going to Dest on the right-hand side. I love his hair, by the way. That's why I like Dest. It's just his haircut.
Yeah.
His hair color. But they bring it out again. I think, they just want to hold possession right now. It's what it looks like, and just kind of pick and choose when they want to cross. It does look like they want to go inside out. Although I thought he was going to take that shot from about 35 yards out. But they do pull it wide. Robinson's there on the left-hand side. Goes into the box, and it's cleared out. And they do have a chance to reset. They get the ball back. Robinson, heavy touch, and it's cleared out to hit midfield, and the Iranians are going to be on a counter here.
But I was just making the point of just saying, like, if you just had an out-and-out goal scorer, what a difference that would make. And a lot of sides are in the same boat in this World Cup. But it's someone like Josh Sargent, plays for Norwich in the Championship.
Yeah,
good young player, but just isn't consistent enough to constantly to be that goal threat in an international tournament. Maybe he will in a few years, but for this American side, if they can keep these players in 4 years' time, if they can add a few players to it, I think could have a really good tournament in their own backyard in America in 4 years.
Well, and I guess if you want to look at the glass half full, if we get knocked out here, I think you have to kind of agree with what you just said. And in 4 years' time, we have a chance to maybe be competing to go into the quarters of the semis. I mean, I know that's ambitious, but I think wholeheartedly we could do that. William says, thank you for the live commentary, guys. Great work. This has been best live watch along going around. Very informative and focused. Much appreciated. William, thank you for supporting us. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button. We got our first spammer, which tells me that we're doing good things.
There we go.
Oh, that would have been offsides. There was a play there that might have gone over the top. It was cleared anyway, but I think it would have been offsides. But now the Iranians on counter, is that onside? They're in the 18. It's 2-on-2. couple of dribbles and a nice clear by the defense there. But wow, I'm going to tell you, if Iran scores here, it's going to be on the counter because we're just playing so high right now.
Yeah. The USA are really pushing and pressing the game, but we've seen this so far in all the games from the United States where they do try and win the ball back high. They do try and dominate through midfield with the three players they have in there to try and consistently win the ball back. And it is a little bit risk reward that they can get picked off on a counter, but
for sure.
As England try to get a little bit of a quick break going on here, has slowed down again as Wales just flood bodies back with Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. And it's going to be back into midfield and another slow build-up again. But I like the way USA, certainly lots of intensity to their game, lots of energy, and like the way they certainly a lot of balls into the box, a lot of crosses in today. Just haven't been able to get anyone on the end of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, Pulisic had that nice header. We actually, and you'll see in a second if you haven't already, but they just replayed the save there by the Iranian goalkeeper. Looking at it again, actually the punch was the right thing. If he lets that go through, or if it skips, it's going right into the foot and it's 1-0 USA. But yeah, I agree. I think there's been some good opportunities. Ian, what changes, if any, when it comes to England's tactics in today's game?
I don't think there's going to be too much. I mean, it's difficult to say what changes, what tactics will change. I mean, they're dominating the ball, they're dominating the possession. It's a very it's a very controlled performance so far. I imagine they'll just continue to be patient and just think that they'll wear Wales down, and eventually the chances will come. They are starting to get opportunities in the box. They just can't get anyone on the end of it. So I don't really see England changing too much. I think they'll just back themselves to be able to do enough to win, really.
Well, a point gets them 6. I guess the only thing I would worry about really is if they do tie and Iran wins, then they take second in the group. So there's got to be some sort of presence about what's going on. And can you really just wait to see what the other team's doing as we're in the box, the U.S., and I thought it was going to be a corner. Great defensive play. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't be too conservative here, Ian.
No, they won't be. I don't think they're not being really conservative. They are controlling the game. And as I said, they might, if we get into 70, 80 minutes and it's still 0-0, you might see a little bit more urgency. But at this stage, I don't think England need to rush and worry too much. They'll be getting. And the weird thing is, I don't think they'll even really care if they do come second. I don't. If they do come second in the group, I don't think they'll be too worried about playing Netherlands in the second round. I think they'll fancy their chances.
Who are they set up to play if they take first, or whoever takes first in this group?
Yeah. Good point.
We're into the box. We're just playing with it on the end line, and I think it's going to end up going as a goal kick. That was a good chance, though.
Really good. Once again, America, really good movement into the box. It's just that final. We talked about it virtually every game. I sound like a bloody parrot when I talk about the American games.
The overplaying.
Every single time, it seems to be just that final ball, that final pass.
Yeah. No, I agree. And but that's the American way, is to just overdo things.
The American way. So in this group here, in Group B, the winners of Group B play the runners-up of Group A, which were Senegal, and the runners-up in Group B will play the winners of Group A, which was the Netherlands.
I mean, from a name standpoint, you don't want to take the Netherlands on, but Senegal's looked pretty good lately.
Yeah, I think they're going to be both difficult. I think England would rather play. If I had a choice, again, I'm just watching these chances that you were wincing at a minute ago, and again, really good play by the United States.
And to cut you off for a second, we are inside the. Oh, that's a bad. I don't understand. McKinney tries to go to the outside, and he could have just hit. He just could have knocked it right to the outside, and then got across into the box from the outside. Instead, he tries to get a little too cute with it, kind of flicks it over the defense, but it goes out for a goal kick. I don't know what he was thinking there. And now he's yelling at Weah because he thought he was going to go for. I don't know. We look a little. We look like we're not on the same page together inside the 20-yard line
there. Yeah, it does look like that. It does.
Yeah.
It's and from an England point of view, it's just very like this feels like a lot of World Cup qualifying games that you watch, where you're playing a side who, and this is to John Williams in the chat. I'm sorry, when you're playing a side that's not as good as you, so you're dominating the ball more and more, and it is a little bit like attack against defense, and it is just very like, well, I'm sure we'll get something in a minute, like, but it's just it's not exactly exciting to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, and
also as well, like sometimes I find it how weird Southgate's tactics are sometimes a little bit weird, and like I'd like to have seen Foden play a more central midfield role rather than like out wide on a wing. I think we've got more pacey players you could play wide up front. And I'd like to see him given the role Mount was given in the last 2 games. But
we might have just got the first corner kick of the game here.
Did you bet on corners?
I did not. I took the over on the first half, which isn't looking great. Like 18 or 19 of the first 35 matches.
Yeah.
We do have a first corner kick. Pulisic is going to take this one. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 people inside the box. Let's see if we can't get something going from this corner kick. Come on, guys. Just punch it in one time. Pulisic over the ball, hand down, kick up. Oh, it's low. It's not a good corner. It's short right to that first defender. And now Iran is on a counter, and a little bit of a mishit helped us out there. We are going to take over possession, and that's going to, So crisis averted with the counter, but still very disappointed in that corner kick.
Wales might have their first attack in a minute, but Gareth Bale's just crowded out, gives the ball away, and England might be able to counterattack here. Absolutely scythe down Bellingham in the midfield.
Oh,
and Wales win.
We're in the box. Oh, we took a shot that looks kind. Oh, and then a header off the redirect. I think he was offsides anyway. That was Weah. But dang. Oh, that was a good opportunity. The shot just didn't get through. Good defending. And on that point, I like Turtles says just feeling Iran is on the defensive side with the players. U.S. can't penetrate. LOL. Yeah, they can't penetrate right now. It's a good defensive stop. I'm not sure where Weah was, but I did think he was offsides there.
I just hope we don't see the intensity drop in the United States performance if we get into the second half.
I can't see why we would, Ian. I mean, why?
The only thing I'm thinking is just tiredness and fatigue, whether you can keep up the energy, because you did see that in the Wales game. They dropped off a bit. England, they dropped off a little bit as well. I just hope while they're kind of on top of the game, I just really worry if it does stay 0-0 for a long, long time. I do worry Iran are just going to pick America off at the end.
Yeah, but to be fair, in the Wales game, it wasn't do or die, you know?
Fucking Weah, man. I've just seen that chance for Weah. I mean, if he's not offside, it's like...
Bring it down to your chest.
The lack of composure. He just didn't realize he had more. He didn't know he had more time. And I don't think he was onside. And he's just unlikely to score from that.
We're going forward again. And they're not going to call that a foul. Interesting. Okay.
Well, you've got to generate the power on that sort of header. It's really difficult to score from like 10, 12, 13 yards out from a header like that.
Sky Queen is asking, is there a blackout on the game? I don't think so. I'm watching on FS1.
We have a blackout. We can't show the game.
Yeah, we can't show the game. We got some good comments I want to catch up as we're kind of in midfield right now. I like Turtles USA. Have some fun shit. You think you got it? No, I'm just leaving the ball here and then behind. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I love you. I like the Turtles. Turbo, wow, that was crazy. What's up, GLI stud? Hey, how you doing? Smash that like button if you're coming in. You're an American Persian. Whoever wins this means I win. That's awesome, buddy. Hey, good luck to you and both teams that you're rooting for. All right. So we are in the 30th minute here, and we're coming to the box. Robinson crosses. Just another one too many touches. He put himself in a bad position, having to cross right on the line, and then a heavy touch on the counterattack by our defense, and now there's a throw in on our side of the field for no reason whatsoever there. It does look like, and I'm speculating here, Ian, but it does look like our inexperience might be playing a role in these chances.
Just need someone to take a chance. Just need one of these chances to go in. It's a completely different game.
What was my tip? What was my tip of the day before we started this? Shoot the ball.
You did. Shoot the ball. I don't think they've been shot shy though. They've had some shots.
There's 2 shots on goal. I mean, they matched what they did coming into this game, but you got to shoot more.
Yeah.
Shoot the ball. John Williams, if Wales win, you will lose. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Our Wales guy, Kyle, I parlayed USA money line, England money line. I would feel more confident, to be honest with you, at the moment, probably of USA as the Iranians inside the 18. Turner's going to come in and get that one.
Again, similar things with England as well. Frustrations that you're having with America are the similar things with England, although it's playing at a much slower pace. Just again, people getting in good areas, and that final ball, that final pass is just overhit or underhit or miskicked, and Wales are able to get back and clear the ball. It's just not clinical enough. And England have similar problems though with that. You know, we talked about, and I know we have Kane, but Kane sometimes can be a frustrating figure when he plays for England because he's got this tendency to drop really deep, really, really deep to try and be a playmaker. And then he can't follow the play up. So when the chances do come in, your world-class goal scorer is not in the box to finish it off. And so sometimes you just wish I wish someone would say to him, stop fucking dropping deep and just stay in the penalty area. We'll put balls into you and you score goals.
Yeah.
It's just
we got an injury timeout. I just wanted to say, because you are a great commentator on England and everything sports, soccer related, Mr. Ian Allen. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to us, make sure you do so. Grandstand Bettors, we're going to be here live streaming throughout the entire World Cup, most of the time, if not all the time, with Mr. Ian Allen. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, make sure you do so. It's Ian OUFC, I believe. That is it, correct?
It is. What does the OUFC stand for?
But if you Oxford United Football Club. But if you just go down in the description, click on his highlighted name there, go over, subscribe to him, and we're gonna be with you guys here for the rest of the World Cup, and then I think we might have some Premier League stuff in the future together for sure.
Be nice, wouldn't it? It'd be good if we could do that. So far, although the actual day-to-day of my predictions have been horrific, I nailed Group A in terms of getting it right. Nailed it, Matt. Nailed it.
But nailing Group A's predictions is like saying, is Alabama gonna beat Prairie View A&M?
I would say Prairie View.
I mean, I don't feel like you went out on a ledge there, sir. I don't.
Nailed it.
Weah had a chance. He went over the post, by the way. Man.
Yeah, John's just said England-Wales is an awful game. It is. That might even be too good a praise for it, John, to tell you the truth.
It's making USA England look like a cracker, right?
Well, having the two games on is such a contrast because you've got two sides here in Iran and USA playing with some purpose, playing with some intensity, playing with some energy, and England-Wales feels like a training game.
So what I think I've said this earlier as we hit the 34th minute or 35th minute here in a minute. But what I will say is Iran is content with just keep going over the top. As there's a nice ball to the right side. Can Dest get to it? He keeps it in. Come on. That's not really on Dest, although I thought he should have kept that in play. That's on the midfielder there who led him a little too much. I don't understand why they had to lead him that much, but damn, that would have been a good opportunity to cross.
I'm already thinking about the second half of this game of Iran and USA, and I'm already thinking of like the changes that Berhalter might make. And again, I'm going to sound like a bloody parrot, but if he leaves Gio Reyna off the field Like you need to give this guy at least half an hour in this game to come on and try and pull the strings. He is a quality player that plays for Borussia Dortmund, like one of the premier sides in the Bundesliga. Why are you not playing him? Why are you not giving him a chance to come on and make a difference? I just don't understand those tactics. I imagine he'll probably make the bloody same decision of take Sargent on, off, bring Hadji Wright on, and it could be a real detriment to the US if he does that.
Listen, first off, I agree with you. Rania needs to be on here. I would add Morris too. You know I'm a fan of Morris.
Yeah.
I've been saying it each live stream. In fact, I think he should have 30 minutes himself as we go forward. And there's going to be Des with a cross. Ah, man, that is a hot. I think it got deflected. We might see a corner here as it goes out of play. I think Morris should be on for 30 minutes too, Ian. I think he's not like, he doesn't play internationally. He plays in the MLS, but he is a great goal scorer for the Seattle Sounders. He can bring something. I would keep all of your offense on. I don't even care. Yeah. If you're 65th minute and you don't have a goal and it's 0-0 still, bring on everybody you can. And who cares? Iranian seems to be the Irans. They seem to be fine with just going over the top on counterattacks. Yeah. I mean, we're 62% here. We're 40 minutes in almost, and we're 62% possession. There's a short corner. I can't get. That's not a great. I don't like that. And it gets cleared to midfield here. Robinson, by the way, it might be the best player in this match so far. He's all over the pitch right now.
Yeah. Again, the two fullbacks really drive forward. England with a nice little counter-attacking move now. Going to get a shot away. Comes to Foden in the box. On the turn, but his shot is over the bar. That was England actually on a very nice counter-attacking move after Wales had a very rare attack themselves. And it came back to Phil Foden in the area, was shot on the turn. But unfortunately for England, it's miles over the bar.
GLI Stud asks, how the hell is Iran even in this game? It's baffling to me. Well, I'll tell you. Number one, they're not parking the bus, but they have a very good defense back there. They've been doing very good. There's been a couple opportunities here and there. We've got the ball into the 18. We had a nice flick on. Ian, I think you said that Weah really missed an opportunity in what he would have been on sides for about 10 minutes ago. But Iran, they know with a point. That's why they're in this game. They know with a point they go forward, and they're playing a defensive counterattack game, which is kind of funny because I think I asked Ian.
Wales on the edge of the box with a shooting chance. Plays it up to Allen. His shot is blocked, and England can clear. We're just starting to see a couple of times Wales trying to get forward and show a bit of put England under a bit of pressure. But so far, England is leaving gaps at the other end, and England can break forward with Rashford, but it's not a quick enough break, and Wales can get back.
Yeah. John Williams says, don't underestimate Iran. Quality team. We do have a little bit of movement here, so stay with me. Really? Over the box, heads! There's a touch! USA scores! Holy shit, it's Pulisic, and he is down. He is injured. He's in the goal. He is injured bad. I don't know what happened there. Let's go, baby! Fuck yeah! Woo!
The goal hasn't come up on mine yet, but Marcus Rashford nearly scored a wonderful bicycle kick for England. That just went just wide, but this one's still 0-0. Look forward to seeing this goal now.
So a great ball. Des is onside, heads it into the middle. Pulisic then kind of a half volley into the goal off the bounce, and then runs into the goaltender. He's down, but that goal's going to count. There's no chance of offsides. There's nothing there. No foul. The ball was in the goal. It was a follow through. That's going to count for sure, in my opinion. That's a great effort by the
England
US.
Coming forward, corner. But I tell you what, that's a great goal. That is a fantastic goal for the United States. I tell you, I know Pulisic is down injured. I'm sure he'll be all right. But that is a goal that is a team build-up goal which started with the goalkeeper and worked all the way through the pitch. That is a fantastic team goal from the USA point of view. I mean, if you're Greg Berhalter, who's trying to make this side into more of a complete team, he's going to look at things like that and think, yes, we've got the pieces that can really sort of challenge like good sides by playing football like that. That is a really, really well worked goal.
And number one, I won the over half a goal in the first half. That's fantastic. I'll take that. Number two, though, I just want to point out because even you, Ian, have been talking about guest all tournament long, and that's really who makes that happen.
England can't. Yeah. Again, it's great movement, and his movement as well in behind. He's always been a good outlet, as Robinson has on the other side as well. But he's always seems to be very high up the pitch, always providing USA with a lot of width. He's the one who's got in behind there. Great ball into a good area, and Pulisic. You needed somebody there to finish it off. Pulisic is the guy to finish it off. That's why you need a centre forward to finish off chances like that.
So 1-0 United States over Iran. If it holds now, USA is going through. Now, here's the question, and I know everybody in the chat wants to know Ian's opinion on this. What does Iran do from this point forward?
Pulisic is down for a while, isn't he?
No, he's hurt. He's hurt. You could see it immediately after he went down that he's hurt.
Yeah. That's not good for America if he goes out injured.
Yeah.
Going forward in the tournament, that's for sure.
Kyle, I did change his score. Sorry, I got to do a whole thing to change it, so it takes me a second. I did.
Look, Iran got a very experienced manager in Carlos Queiroz, and he will be telling his players to get to halftime 1-0 down. Don't concede, don't panic, don't concede another one. Stay in the game, and we only need a draw. So we don't need to really worry too much at this stage. We'll regroup at halftime, and we'll come out and we'll reassess. It's very important for Iran not to concede another goal here.
Well, they did go aggressive, and now the U.S. are on a counter here. McKinney gets it forward. It's into the 18. I believe that's Sargent there. Cross into the middle. Nobody's there. If it was, it's an easy goal. Oh, my God. What a chance. What a chance. Man. Sargent slips a little and puts a beautiful cross. The middle of the box, just nobody's there on the counter. That's on us. That's on us. We should have done a better job. GLI Stud says if the U.S. wins, is Iran out? That is correct.
Yep.
They would be out.
Yep. At the moment, I mean, we need a big goal switch. For USA to win the group here, if the England game remains a draw, USA need, I think, a 4-0 win to go above England on goal difference. But at the moment, it's England going through in first place and America going through in second place.
Now, I would hate to say I'm Nostradamus, but I did say we would score a first half goal and we'd park the bus a little bit till the 78th minute, and then we give up a goal tying or a goal to Iran to tie the game, and we'd be knocked out of the tournament. I'm just saying it's kind of played out that way so far.
I wonder that chance I've just seen, which you were going on about. I wonder that's an impact of not having the 11 men on the field with Pulisic off injured, and America not made a substitute yet. Probably checking to see if he's okay or not. He didn't have the extra body, and maybe if he had an extra body, there might have been someone in there to finish that off.
Yeah, I think he's on now.
England in the penalty area, edge of the box. Can they get a shooting chance away? It's overplayed. Very crowded penalty area. Rashford on the ball.
We have a free kick into the box for Iran, and it's going to be clear. Kyle wants to know, what are the chances England scores in this one?
I don't know. I would say they're not likely. I would think I would be pretty. I would be. If England can't score a goal in this game, I would be pretty pissed off because they've dominated pretty much all the game. They've had chances. You imagine that's going to play out pretty similarly in the second half. So I would say there's I don't want to put a percentage figure on it, but I would say there is a good to very good chance that England will score a goal in this game.
You know, that's an interesting opportunity here as US-Iran are in just the midfield kicking it around. I'll tell you this, if England doesn't score and it's a 0-0 draw, that would be 2 0-0 draws, and the only win comes against Iran. And if the score stays the same, that would be the U.S. also beating Iran. So I don't know how much faith I would have as an England supporter moving forward after those 2 0-0 performances.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's one of the things in the build-up to this.
I hate to cut you off. We're on a break here. It's 3-on-2. Oh, they come back. And what a pass. Again, they over-fucking play the ball. Oh, just an extra. It's a great backflip by Sargent to the right side. They just got to one-time the shot. That's ridiculous. Weah tries to pass it an extra time in the box, and he's just got to. This is my point of shooting the ball. You got to shoot the ball there.
Wales might have a chance for a counter-attack here. England just trying to stop it in midfield, and a tactical foul there stops the game on the halfway line.
Kyle's asking because he wants to parlay. He wants to cash that parlay and get some NBA action later.
Cash
That's
it.
Awesome. I love it.
England will always let you down. That's my advice.
Well, yeah. John Williams is yelling, shoot. So am I, sir. It has been a good game for the USA so far. Guys, we're 45 minutes in.
Oh, crikey. Yeah. We're seen it. Real, yeah.
Right? That's awful. They got to shoot the ball there. It's so bad.
Yeah, he should have done. He's if he can get that ball through to Sargent, Sargent's got to tap in. But you to come away, someone's got to shoot the ball there.
Shoot the ball. You can't be 3-on-2 on that rush and not shoot the ball. There's 5 minutes of extra time here.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes of extra time too.
Injury there. Guys, we're 45 minutes into the game. Let us know in the chat. Does the U.S. hold on to the 1-0 lead? Anybody think Iran comes back in this in the second half? A lot of time left. We got about 50-plus minutes and whatever extra time in the second half as well.
England with a kick. Oh, fucking hell. It's so crap. England pushing forward now into the penalty area with Foden. Can he get a shot away? It's deflected behind for another corner. England. I'll just make my long and laboured point about in Nations League, when we just had a recently really dismal Nations League showing in a group with Hungary, Germany, and Italy. England were very slow, very ponderous, looked very like everything was very laboured, and it's been a bit like this in the USA and this game. It's almost like kind of that Iran game was really the anomaly where they came out and they looked bright, they looked energetic, and they moved the ball quickly, which is something we really want to see England do more, but it just seems like they don't seem to be able to do that until they're either losing a game or, it's in the last 10 minutes of a game.
Ooh, nice little back flick into the 18 box. Pulisic couldn't put that on his foot. Cleared away.
But again, I mean, this is 0-0. England have been comfortable in control of the game, but again, you look at it from an attacking point of view. We haven't really tested the goalkeeper too much. There was a good save from Rashford early on, and a shot from Foden in the box, but haven't really seen it. They haven't created any chances for Kane. Haven't seen Kane get on the end of anything, and it's been very much just pressure, but no chances.
I'm gonna respond to Kyle here in the chat. He said, "Can you ask Ian to match your energy when England gets a nice chance on goal?" Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Kyle. To be honest, that England game doesn't mean anything. So, as an English fan, he's probably not as invested in that game as I would be as well, because they're through. England's through. They're not going to lose 4-0 to Wales. So the excitement, the drama, the intensity comes from who the fuck knows if the USA is going through. It looks like it at the moment, but that could change by one kick of the foot.
And I've got, we've got to play up to the stereotypes, haven't we? I've got to be like naturally reserved. Wales with a shooting chance on the edge of the box. That is Wales' first shot. That was Joe Allen. Ball broke to him on the edge of the box. It was set up nicely to hit. It looked like he was going to curl a volley into the top corner, but it's way over the bar. I may, and I can't promise this, break out a golf clap if England scores.
A golf clap. Do they even have golf in the UK? I don't even think that's a thing over there. It's putt-putt. Or actually, I'm sorry, my sister who lives in Guernsey, she calls it something else. She calls it I don't know, something.
Crazy golf.
Crazy golf. That's what it is. It's crazy. It's not even putt-putt. It's crazy golf.
Mini golf or crazy golf, yeah.
All right. We got about 30
half-time in the
seconds left in
England-Wales
half
game.
here.
Half-time England-Wales. Pretty lackluster game. England have been in control, but no goals. And
Robinson here with about 20 seconds before half. Into the box. Pulisic on his left foot. He's in the 18. He can't cross it. He passes it. That's not a great to Robinson. Intercepted. And with a clear here, I think that should do it for halftime. We will see. Oh, no. We steal the ball. We're at about 30 yards out. Way I couldn't do anything. And we got a little bit of a counter from the Iranians. And we get the ball back. Adams steals it again, and there's going to be a foul there on Golzenzaden. I don't know how to say his name, but all right, guys. We're remember at halftime we're going to take a little break. Probably not as long today. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit, but I definitely am going to fill up my Yahtzee shaker. I know Ian's got some tea that he's had waiting for him. And crossing the box by Pulisic. I'm not sure why we're not at halftime, but I don't care. Dest, he can't get ahead on that. He is a little bit smaller than the defender there. Still, we're going forward, despite being now close to the 52nd minute after a 5-minute extra here. And we're kicking it back to the goalie. I would think that would end it. But no, we press on. Turner with the ball. Kicks it up, and now the U.S. is on the attack. The ref doesn't look like he's going to blow the whistle at all right now. Oh, is he outside? Oh! Goal! USA! Oh, they're going to call him offsides. Oh, they're going to call him offsides.
That was some pretty good
intensity. What a pass up the middle. Is it? I can't. Is he offsides? It does not look like he's offsides at the touch.
Well, they'll review it. They will review it.
It doesn't matter. I think they called it before it happened.
Oh, no way.
I think so.
They're not supposed to do that.
I think it happened before. I don't have the sound on, but I don't think the whistle was called. Oh, my God.
Usually they wait to the goal. Usually they wait to see what the striker does before they put the flag up, so then they can check it. If they haven't, that's really bad.
That's ridiculous. And I feel like we'll be at halftime here, although the Iranians having a chance. That's intercepted, and I assume there's the whistle.
Let me just see that chance because I'm so far behind on you. That's a wonderful ball through from McKennie. What a finish! Yeah. Honestly, what a beautiful finish by Weir. That's so unlucky.
I know. You know what? We'll talk about that at the start of the second half, or I'm sorry, before this. We'll come back here a little bit before the second half kicks off. Let's take a little bit of a break. Ian, good half for the U.S. They're in the position to move through. Anything on England's game?
No, nothing to talk about for England game. Less said about it, the better. And but I've just seen that one, and that looks very, very tight call on USA.
In fact, here it is. I'm seeing it, and it was offside. It was. I'm seeing it now by the assistant VAR. It was offside.
Yeah. So I have to say, I think the USA have played a fantastic first half here.
We have, and 61% possession is pretty impressive. No shots given up to the Iranians. Yep. We're going to take a quick break for halftime. We'll be back in just a bit. We'll get you all caught up on first half, what we think it's going to end with. And we're 45 minutes U.S. away from going to the knockout stage. Fill up a drink. Join us for the second half, and we'll see you in a bit.
So I see I got my lovely Patreon plays again.
Ah, yes. Yes. Which, by the way, guys, if you're interested in Grandstand Bettors, check out our website, grandstandbettors.com. Go to our Patreon. All those links in the description. I'm not a sales guy. I'm not a car salesman. I don't do that. But yeah, we 80% lately in Patreon. We've been killing it. The only reason we didn't go 2-0 yesterday in our Patreon was because a guy got injured halfway through the second quarter of the.
Oh, really? Who was that?
Najee Harris. He had 35 yards rushing. We needed 60.5. He got absolutely. He left the game in the second quarter. He was halfway there already.
There was a bet boost I did on a player prop yesterday as well, and he needed. I forget the player, but he needed 100 yards rushing and a touchdown, and he got the touchdown. He got 86 yards.
Oh, really? Can I just tell you, as a pro sports bettor, that you should never do the boost. That's the sports books. Those are personally done with the boost because you'll never win
them. Sometimes they have some quite good ones, but yeah, you're right. Sometimes they have some quite good ones in soccer, like on a lunchtime game in the Premier League on a Saturday.
Yeah,
they'll have like the main striker, and they'll have a really, really over the top boost, which I think is done to kind of get you a win early doors. So then you spend the rest of the day gambling away your winnings.
For sure. Expert analysis there from Mr. Ian Allen. And by the way, if he looks familiar, this is why. This is why. Ian OUFC right there on YouTube. Make sure you go to his channel. His link is below in the description. I know he'd love to have you as a subscriber. Ooh. So make sure you head on over and you check that out. So that is his channel.
Ian, if you want some really niche football content, then join me on Oxford United's wonderful fantasy mystery tour through League One this season.
But you've been versed in Premier League, etc., and we can get into maybe the future of what we'll do together with that. But listen, we only got a couple minutes before the end of halftime. Let's talk these two games. Let's talk these two games for sure. And I just want to bring up a couple things. I'm a smart man. I knew we were going to come out. I knew we were going to score. We were going to be aggressive. And I think the stats have shown we've been aggressive. Okay. 61%. We've had 8 goal attempts, 3 shots on goal, 3 shots off goal, and 2 corners. Here's what the Iranian nation has done. 0 goal attempts, 0 shots on goal, 0 shots off goal, 0 block shots because they haven't taken any, 0 corner kicks. I mean, it's been all U.S. right now. So if you are like kind of our Persian American that's in the chat, if you're GLI stud and you kind of maybe want Iran to go through here, what are you doing with this team right now at halftime?
Well, I mean, from my point of view, it's like Iran. The situation for Iran hasn't really changed well, it has changed, but they don't need to go and chase this game like a mad dog in the second half. They're not 2-0 down. They're 1-0 down. And they will hopefully back themselves to have a little bit of a period in this game where they put a bit of pressure on the US. Maybe if the game stays at 1-0, going down into the last 15 minutes, 20 minutes, USA will get nervous. USA will start dropping a bit deep. We saw them do that against Wales. And then Iran can maybe come in and take that goal and then which gets them through. Which was going to lead me to a point really of just like how USA have been really impressive, very, very impressive. The only thing is I think they do need that second goal. I really, really worry if this is 1-0 heading into the final 10 minutes or so.
I agree with you. And that's why I said before we even started, I thought we would get the lead, but I just could see us conceding. I could see us in the second half slowly backing that bus up in the defensive end as time moves forward. And around the 80th minute, I could see 10 minutes of just an onslaught of Iranian pressure towards us. An interesting situation is happening here, though.
For sure. Just to give you a little bit, England-Wales second half has kicked off on my screen, and Gareth Bale has come off for Wales.
Really?
So I'm not sure if that's injury or not, but he hasn't been good. And Wales, from attacking threat, have been useless. But Gareth Bale is off the field.
That is kind of interesting, because what I was about to allude to is an interesting situation is happening here with the way the standings are coming about. Wales, if they nick a win, they could go to 4 points. They would actually, if Iran ties USA, they would actually move forward instead of Iran. No, maybe not.
Right,
I'm sorry. No, yes, they would. So if Iran ties, they'd have 4 points.
because the goal difference.
Because of the goal differential, if Wales won 1-0, they would actually move forward. So the longer that game goes, the more Iran is going to want to win this game, or at least, have to tie.
Yeah, that goal difference could come back to really hurt them. We could see a similar thing with Costa Rica later on in the tournament, but that 6-2 defeat is such a puts such a negative in your goal difference. So yeah, if it is come down to the crunch, then. But would Wales go through though? If they beat, they wouldn't go above England though, would they?
They would not go above England. England would have 5. Wales would have.
No, if Wales won this game,
it'd be 5. It'd be 5-5 with England with the goal differential.
Pardon? Sorry?
It'd be 5 points to 5 points with the goal differential. If Iran and USA tied, it'd go England, Iran. I think USA. England, Wales, USA, Iran.
Because they showed all the permutations before this game, and they said England would go through even if they lost to Wales, unless it was like a 4-0 defeat.
100%. Yeah, they're not. They're going through.
Wales need to get a big win. But here's Phil Foden with a lovely run, cutting through the Welsh defence, but they crowd about 5 people around.
We're going to know the end of your game before ours, most likely, because we're just about to kick off here. USA is going to take possession here in the second half. And hey, guys, in the comments, first off, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, go over to Ian OUFC on YouTube, subscribe to his channel. It's been a great day of football. It's been a great day of commentary. In the chat, I want you guys to tell us right now, we're 45 minutes plus stoppage time away. Is the U.S. going through? In the chat, let me know. Yes, they're going through. No, they're going through.
JT's just put some really good comments in the they're having a little bit of a discussion, I think, him and Turbo, about the strength of the Netherlands side. And I agree. They're not as strong a Netherlands side as they have been in the past. Creatively, they haven't got the talent that they've had. They look quite a tough side to beat, though. They've got quite a good defense, don't concede many goals, and they've got this young guy up front called Gakpo, or in attacking midfielder, who's having a great tournament so far. 3 goals, scored in every game. So they certainly might not be playing their best, but it certainly won't be an easy game if either England or Holland or USA end up playing the Netherlands.
England
score! What a goal it is too! Marcus Rashford. We talked about how they haven't had any free kick goals, or not many of them. Here's one of them, folks. 25 yards out, 30 yards out, more like 25. On the right-hand side, just a beautiful free kick into the goal. Danny Ward, no chance. And that makes me feel a hell of a lot better, Matt, I can tell you.
Yeah, that closes the door. 7 points at the moment in the live standings. USA sitting in second place there. As we're in the 18, shot on goal. Oh, and we almost went England-USA back-to-back goals there. Sargent had a good chance. He had a good chance. A good through ball, too.
Yeah, when you get the chance to see this one, I want to see it again.
I'm waiting for it. It's funny, your USA game is as far behind as my England game is.
But just Marcus Rashford's second goal of the tournament for him justifies Southgate starting him in this one. Just a wonderful free kick, really beautiful. Goalie takes a step the wrong way, which means he can't then get back the other side. England have deserved it for being on top of the game, and it's nice to actually have a goal so they can relax a little bit now.
USA holding possession here. I'm seeing Rashford's kick there. Oh, it's a beaut, top right. Nothing better. Nothing better.
I just seen that chance for Josh Sargent actually again, and it's just England could get a second goal here, and England do get a second goal. England go and get a second goal right after the first. The floodgates are well and truly open now. That is Phil Foden. So again, the two people Southgate, 2 of the 4 that Southgate's brought in, Rashford and Foden with the goal. I think it's Kane with the assist.
A little bit of a corner. We got a corner coming up for the USA. To just speak on England real quick. We see that happen all the time in soccer. It's especially in this situation, that goal's devastating. It essentially eliminated Wales from contention of moving on. And that second one is probably a deflation of their hearts immediately afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. That one goal in this one, you think really just broke the back of them. And this is just poor play out from the back. England win it high up the pitch. Harry Kane gets the ball. Lovely cross from Kane, right the way across the penalty area. Phil Foden coming in at the back post, which you've seen him do time and time and time again for Manchester City to finish off that move with a simple tap in. 2-0 to England. And don't see any chance of Wales taking the bragging rights in this Battle of Britain.
I don't think I mentioned, but Pulisic is off the pitch for the USA. That Aronson that I did mention before, he did come on. He just did kick the corner there. Nothing happened. Is
that Hank Aronson?
Huh?
Is that Hank Aronson?
No, that's Hank Aaron, by the way, not Aronson.
Oh, sorry.
That is going to be Brendan Aronson. He plays for Leeds. You should know him, sir.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the famous boxer, Hank Aaron.
Okay. Back to live action for the U.S. They're in the midfield now as we're in the 50th minute. They have a 1-0 lead. Iran hasn't really showed anything forward too much. They continue to play a little back here and just try to work off the counter a little bit. Des coming down the right side, though. USA's got the foot on the pedal, and I like that. We're going to see that's not a foul? Okay.
It's such so many similarities between these two games in the terms of like how America have really dominated the play all the way through, as England have really. But those sporadic moments where Iran or Wales have broken forward, it's really just like one player running, like trying to make like a desperate run forward, really, but without much purpose at all. It's very. At the moment, it looks very comfortable for both sides, but that could change.
Churbo says, I understand why we're not going to win the World Cup. First off, man, I thought you were optimistic. Of course the U.S. is going to win the World Cup. But at least we're going to make it to the second round or the third, which is the quarters. I'll be honest with you, and I know we've touched just momentarily about Netherlands. Hold that thought, though. Never mind. Iran. Well, they're going to reset here. And nothing's really going on. They do have Iran has the possession, but now they've gone all the way back to the defensive end. I do want to touch this point, though. At the moment, we're setting up for a Netherlands-USA round of 16 matchup Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. And we touched on Netherlands a little bit here in the second half, and I know on and off, Ian, you and I have talked about the Netherlands as, oh, my God, Iran just scored. No, they almost. It went. I thought they did. They didn't. I'm sorry, it went over.
Do you know what Wales nearly just scored as well? That's actually their first chance for Wales, but it's really more of a cross that's come shot that's curled just wide. I think it's from Dan James, it wasn't
hands off to Dest, who made that one difficult for the Iranian forward there, but just to land the airplane as USA's here on a counter. I just want to say I've talked about this on the live streams. I've bet Netherlands in a lot of World Cups to win. Okay. But it's not a team that scares me, man. It's not. Yeah. They don't scare me at all. And I think you would agree. England 1, England 2. You don't really care.
Wow. Sorry, Jordan Pickford's just made a fantastic save from Kiefer Moore. It is not a good shot. He's like 30 yards out, taking a real pot shot. But I think it's it's hit Maguire on the head, and it's completely wrong-footed Pickford, and he's had to dive back the other way and make a pretty good save. But Wales have a little bit of a head of steam in the last sort of 2 or 3 minutes. Got themselves a corner now as well. They'll be trying to think, can they get a goal back in this one? Try and get a foothold back in the game. Take a short one for some reason. England should be able to clear that well with Maguire, although it's not totally cleared. Although I think the referee's given a free kick and England can clear the ball now. Sorry, I don't know if you were mid-sentence then when I cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, hold on one second. Iran, cleared out of the box. They're going to reset there. It's going to go out for a U.S. throw. No, my only point to land the airplane about that is Netherlands. No, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the Netherlands. If we take second in this group, not scared at all. Don't care.
Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier on, I wouldn't be that bothered if England came second and they had to play the Netherlands either. I think it's a winnable game. I think that they are a very conservative side. They've got some really good technical players. Again, they've got a very good defense led by Virgil van Dijk.
Hold on, Sergeant to Dest! Sergeant to Dest, he was wide open. Take a shot! Oh, what are you doing? Too many touches. That's a situation where we're 25 yards out that you're wide open. Just fucking hit the ball. Put some, because I think as we remember against England years ago, if the ball hits the goalie, it could rebound to somebody. Oh my God. You're going to see this in a second, Ian, and let me know your thoughts.
You don't score. England making some changes. Harry Kane coming off for Callum Wilson. Declan Rice coming off for Calvin Phillips, which is good to see him playing.
I assume that's because it's for rest. It's for rest.
Yeah, it will absolutely will be. And Alexander-Arnold coming on for Kyle Walker, which is just to get some minutes into the legs of some of these guys that haven't had a lot of minutes. But I'm seeing that chance now. Josh Sargent, Sergio Dest coming down the right hand side. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I'm sorry, but I think you got to take a shot from there. I mean, I know I complain that too many people, right. But I mean, you got to put something on goal.
No, the Iranian player kind of let him come inside. I don't know whether he's not particularly strong on his left foot, but he looked like he was reluctant to take a shot on his left there.
Well, even he had time to take a long shot on his right.
But it was kind of opened up where he could have curled a ball, and it looked like he didn't want to really hit the ball with his left foot. So it kind of seemed like he took an easier option, or didn't want to balloon one over the bar. But it looked like it was just opened up nicely for him there to have a little shot of goal. Didn't take it.
Quick chat from JT. He wishes USA played more on Copa America. I do too, sir. I wish USA played in more tournaments. I wish we'd see more tournaments.
I think it would make a massive
World Cup
difference.
And stuff like that.
I think it would make a massive difference.
Box corner kick.
I think USA and Mexico, and from what we've seen of Canada, it would help them immensely if they played against South American opposition on a regular basis.
Well, and we talked about this last live stream a little bit as we're waiting for a corner kick here for the States, about CONCACAF doesn't give them the competition they need.
No.
Really Curacao, come on. So we have Aronson here. He's going to kick the corner. It's long. There's nobody on the back post there, and it gets headed away for a second corner. To be honest with you, there was nobody backside. The defender could have let that go through if he was smart, and that would have been a goal kick. But instead, we're going to have a second corner kick in a row for the United States. We got 2, 4, 6 in the box. So we have backed out a little aggressively here in the first half on corners. We had 8 to 9 people. Now we have 6.
Just that second goal, Matt. This is if the USA get this second goal, this is like a perfect performance so far. Yeah. Just missing that second goal.
Yeah, we need it. I mean, but to be fair, both these games are shaping up similarly. We just need the second goal. And there's the cross in. It's a short one that doesn't – I hate that short shit that hits the first defender. Yeah. McKennie's going to run out. He's going to grab it, try to reset here on the left-hand side. And then they're going to push it back all the way to midfield.
Do you know, that's like you talked about your bugbears in soccer. My biggest bugbears are when a team has a free kick or a corner and the corner taker under hits it and doesn't clear the first defender, and it just winds me up so much how they that is something they should be able to put that exactly where they want to put it every single time. Yeah, there shouldn't be. Oh, it really.
Oh my God, you're gonna, dude! I need you to watch this. Weah just had the ball on the touchline, if that's what you call it, but right there, on the line that goes through the goal, and basically kicks it out for a goal kick himself.
Oh.
while he's dribbling. It's just stupid,
Oh.
and it's a loss of possession and a loss of an attack. That's stupid.
Yeah, I'll give it 10 minutes and I might catch up.
You know, that should be offside, Siren. Oh no, oh yeah, there it is. Okay. I do kind of enjoy this though because we're paying attention to different games. I'm behind on one, you're behind on the other, and it allows us to be live and in the moment for each one, but at the same time comment on each other's.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that now. Nice ball forward. What's he gonna do? Oh, oh yeah, he made a mess of that, didn't he?
Well, I mean, come on. It literally kicks the ball out of bounds for a goal kick.
Bit of a brain
And this
fade.
is why people in the betting world say stuff is rigged, but we'll see. I like turtles.
Go on, you
Sorry,
go.
I was just gonna say, I like turtles. Did you know football in 2025 is placed in U.S. Mexico? The World Cup is 2026. Yeah, the World Cup. Yeah, it's going to be in the North America, which is going to be fantastic. I'm going to start a GoFundMe account so Ian Allen and I could be in the same room to live stream.
That's it. And we're going to get a little camper van and we're going to tour the whole America.
There's nothing to see other than Cleveland.
Oh, I thought we were going to go and see. I thought we were going to go and take that picture of Mount Rushmore.
I'll Photoshop your face in it. How about that?
Well, it's all across North America, isn't it? So I think the main places are Haiti, Honduras, Belize.
If you can't tell, Ian's being a little jokester here. No, there's some good places. Unfortunately, Cleveland didn't win a bid. First Energy Stadium has hosted CONCACAF and international friendlies for the United States. It's an 80,000 person stadium, and it did not get picked. Unfortunately, I was kind of pissed about that. It's Seattle, Miami, LA, New York, Dallas, etc. Chicago. All the.
You want to hear a wonderful FIFA bullshit story? They say now that the World Cup's gone to 42 teams now, or 14.
Yeah.
How are they going to extend?
42.
England isn't a big enough country to support 42 team World Cups today. If they did it, it'd have to be a joint bid with someone else.
With Wales,
right? Well, possibly. They could do British one, and but it's
get out of here.
When you think about how Qatar is holding a 32 World Cup, and Qatar is, I think, a fifth of the size of Wales in terms of its population.
It's about a 300,000 person entity. However, if you include the kafala workers or what it used to be, it's like over some 5 million or I don't know, something like that.
It just comes back with a whole bloody talk about how FIFA are just a load of bollocks, and they can come up with these statements, and then they'll just say, like, at the end of the day, if you've got the money talks.
100%. Guys, in the chat, I want to know your thoughts. Are you pro FIFA or are you just pro World Cup? Because FIFA's done.
I'd actually say if you're pro FIFA,
what Iranians in the oh my god,
we'll actually ban you if you say you're pro FIFA.
Counterattack here for the U.S. after Iran had just a massive chance. Not massive because the end opportunity didn't end up being anything. But I will say this: that's a good tackle there by the Iranian defense. All right, so listen, we're 63rd minute right now. It's 1-0. We're 30 minutes essentially after stoppage time away from being into the second round. This is if we give up a goal in the 78th minute, I'm walking off set because not only would I have predicted it correct, but I can't handle it right now,
man. Quick, John's like
Wales got no money.
Welsh friend, and he just put some stats up about Wales and Qatar. Wales has no money. But John, could you put the name of the longest train station in Wales in the chat so Matt can have a go at reading it?
I think I know the answer to that because I've seen it, but I still would love to see it.
Please. And
FIFA's corrupt. England took all our coal. England took all our coal.
let's not bring Margaret Thatcher and stuff into it.
Dude, I don't know if you can ever see what I put up on our live stream here, but I'm definitely putting that up on the screen.
I can see it. Yeah. I can see it. It's good.
Speaking of putting things up on the screen, JT, USA needs to finish with another goal. I think that would make me a little less worried going into the last 15 minutes. If you guys are just coming in, smash that like button if you want a USA win. Let's go. England's definitely through. Wales is unfortunately going to be out. But John Williams, we do hope you join us for the rest of the World Cup.
It'll take me 10 minutes to type out the copy and paste it, John. Come on, internet man. It's what was I going to say? These 2 goals for England at the start of this second half has killed this game as a contest, as you might imagine. And England have just sat even more ponderous than what they were at the start of the game. But watching the 2 games side to side, I was quite frustrated at halftime. And the reason is because I'm watching a USA team play with so much energy and so much intensity and moving the ball around really nicely and creating chances. They're playing like a Premier League side, like you'd see, tenacious in midfield, creating chances, getting the ball wide, playing with a really nice pace and energy.
Hold on, I ran into the box. Oh, what a chance! Holy shit, we got lucky. You'll see it in a minute, Ian.
I will. But we'll get into this in a minute. But then I see an England side playing, which is full of Premier League players, playing very slow, very boring football. And I'm just thinking, like, why can't we just play with more of a Premier League style in these tournaments and take the game to the opposition? England are in the penalty area now. Have a chance for 3-0. It is 3-0 England. It is Marcus Rashford again. It is terrible goalkeeping. But Rashford is staking his claim to starting in the World Cup now every game.
Watch the chance. Watch the chance.
I will. We'll get back to the England goal in a second. As Iran comes forward. This is where we're starting to get worried, though, isn't it? Of America getting worried now, getting tetchy.
By the way, Acosta has come in for McKinney. Acosta has come in for McKinney.
Yeah, McKennie can't go 90 minutes, man. He's still getting back from injury. He's not got 90 minutes in his.
Well, is it injury or is it poison from his hairdo?
Yeah, but yeah, this is just what we talked about. Whether while it being only 1-0, Iran just need 1 or 2 chances.
We're not a team that can sit on a 1-0 lead.
No,
we have to get that second goal.
Not at all. But England aren't that team either, by the way. But just to go back to Rashford's goal, it's a beautiful, very, very typical Marcus Rashford goal. He gets the ball in a bit of space. He attacks the box. He gets in the area. It's not a good bit of goalkeeping. He should save it.
I'm seeing it right now, to be honest. That's how far behind you
but England have, Rashford.
It nutmegged him.
I think, it's kind of hit his inside leg and gone in. Poor bit of goalkeeping. But Rashford certainly staking his claim now. I'd be amazed if Raheem Sterling gets back into this side above him for the round of 16 game. You can't leave Rashford out after getting 2 goals in this one.
You know what? And I don't want to really speak about this too much because I want to stay focused here on the last 30 minutes of this game. But just a quick point. Rashford, to me, has really taken a step back in his club level play.
Until this season his performances have picked up again a bit. He's playing better again this year. Yeah. But the previous 2 or 3 seasons, I completely agree with you. He's looked a bit of a lost soul. But under Ten Hag, he's almost like a bit rejuvenated and playing a lot better.
Free kick here at midfield, and we're going to get a yellow card and a free kick. Oh, we have a chance for the United States just outside the box. I believe it's going to be a handball by number 23, and that is Razian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a free kick into a free kick, essentially, as they started that one at midfield. So we're going to have a free kick here just outside the box in a promising position for the United States. And we'll see who wants to take this one. I'm going to say this is probably about 21 yards away. And, England, these games have been similar. England finally got a free kick into the back of the net. We'll see if USA can do this. I want to see who takes this. Who's going to take this? I would assume that Pulisic would have taken this maybe if he was on, but he's off. It looks like lining up over the ball is going to be who is that? That's Musa, I believe. Musa, Musa, Costa, and Adams all lining up over the ball right now.
England coming forward again. Can it be 4-0? Rashford on a hat trick. No, it is saved, and England get a corner.
This is in a very promising position, a very opportunistic chance here for the United States.
It's taken a bloody age to take it.
It really is. It's taken forever, and if you're behind me, it's going to take even longer.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I'm thinking. If they're stood over the ball now, and you're still talking about it,
Musa takes it and it goes over. It wasn't as bad as I hate those ones that go. It's still not a great kick. You got to put that on target.
It's a nice. How's he gone for? Has he gone for pure power? Or has he gone to try and bend it into?
It's a mix. It looks like half power, half bend, and it just didn't work out. That's why it's kind of like only about 5 feet over.
Kind of a bit of an awkward. This is going to sound a bit stupid because it's a great chance, but it's sometimes it might just be a little bit close.
Yeah,
where you get caught between trying to go for power and trying to go for precision, where if you go for precision, you might not be able to get the ball up and over the wall and down in time. So you kind of have to put a bit more pace on it. And it's a bit... Yeah. I would actually say that's a pretty poor effort.
Yeah. A lot of chat going on. Appreciate you guys chatting. I'm sorry. I'm living in the moment right now. There's a chance for the Iranians just over. That actually was probably a better shot from distance than Musa had. JT says one of Messi's best free kick goals was against USA in 2016. Offhand, I just can't remember that. Your USA comms are about 2 minutes behind. Minutes my TV. I assume behind or in front. I don't know. Can't tell.
Mine's probably like mine's probably like a week behind yours.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, if you're just joining us, a lot of new people joining us in the chat. Smash that like button if you could. Please just keep smashing that like button. You can only do it once, but do it once. Make sure you go to subscribe to Ian at UFC on YouTube. I had to think about it because I don't like Oxford. But guys, England's through. England's through. We're really focused on the USA-Iranian game right now. It's 72nd minute we just went into. It's 1-0 US. I predicted we would last to the 79th minute and give up a game-tying goal. I hope for once I'm always wrong. Please let me be wrong. Have the United States go through. I want to be here on Saturday against the Netherlands.
Well, regardless of that, I can tell you about a quality side that is through, and that is England. One of the best, if not the best side in the world, have crushed this group. Yes, we let the Americans have their little day, but they didn't get a win. It was only a 0-0 draw, and we've battered Iran, we've battered Wales, 9 goals and counting so far in the groups. Has there been a better side at this World Cup? You don't need to answer it. The answer is no.
By the way, I love John Williams saying that he's 2 minutes behind me, but he won't release spoilers.
and he won't copy and paste the longest train station name in Wales. That's the biggest sin.
Hey, you know what though? It's cool as hold on a second. I'll get to my point in just a moment. Dest right outside the 18. It's gonna be a throw-in for Iran, so they're gonna get possession back. I'll tell you this, and we've had some great new friends we've met over these past 2 weeks of live streaming, and we got at least 2 more weeks left of live streaming. I can't wait to continue. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, follow Ian and I And yeah, it should be fun. It'll only be more fun if the U.S. can go through. But regardless, Ian has rooted for the United States when they're not playing England. And if only England goes through, I will still root for England because I am a loyal friend and fan.
I wouldn't really mind if you did or you didn't, Matt. You know, you can. I like the bit of banter.
Yeah.
But look, before this one, I thought it was a toss of a coin between. Before this group, I thought it was a toss of a coin between the United States and Wales who would go through. Iran have really kind of have really surprised and really been very competitive in these two games. But USA have been much the stronger side of England with a chance for 4-0 again. Can they get it over the line? No, Wales scramble it behind for a corner. That was two really good efforts. They should have scored there. But for me, out of the three sides England have played, USA have been by far and away the best. By far and away the best. If they can't come out of this group, it's a massive missed opportunity for them.
It really is. And we got a little comment in the chat. Zakaria, Iran for the win. I'll be honest.
Well, maybe. If Iran go through, yeah, they've rode their luck in this game for sure. But that's an amazing effort if Iran go through after getting absolutely pumped in the first game 6-2 to come back and then come through the group is a great achievement.
Yeah.
Right. And they've played pretty well in these two games, but they haven't deserved to get anything out of this game so far.
Great comment here by William, and I'm going to say mine, and I think everybody knows. In fact, let me talk about what William asked. Who would you bring from the bench? Ian, who would I bring from the bench?
I do actually forget his name, even though you've mentioned it every time.
Jordan Morris.
Jordan Morris. From Seattle.
And Jordan Morris, and I know who Ian's going to say. He's going to say Reyna. He's going to say
Reyna. Yeah,
and
for sure.
we only have one more time slot we can bring subs on, and I'd love for both of them to come. Although we're not really in a situation for Morris to come, I don't think we're in a situation for Reyna to come. So I don't know.
No, I actually think I can't see him making that change now at all. No. I can give anything Berhalter's going to go even more defensive with his changes. He might bring another centre defender on. He might make it 3 in the centre and just play and keep your wing backs neat to make it almost like a bank of 5, and then have your midfielders in front of him to make it almost like 8 defensive players, and just leave Josh Sargent running around on his own up front.
All right, guys, we're 14 minutes away from extra time, and Iran's got the ball. They have been a little more on attack, although the attack, I'm going to use that as nice words. It's kind of been in the midfield at most. They are pushing forward here. They're at the 18, good defense, but 2, 4, 6, 8. And that's, remember what I said. Remember what I said about as time goes on, we're going to park the bus. Well, there's 9 people inside the 18 on that last defense there. So, I mean, that's what they're going to do. I see questions. JT, is Dempsey going to come back? Is Turbo said, is London Donovan going to come back? Listen, I think I wouldn't mind both of those guys on the team right at this moment, but it's not going to happen.
And Alexi Lalas.
Oh, not him. I hate him. In fact, he is the worst announcer, and I can't stand that guy. Guys, smash that like button if you cannot stand Alexi Lalas on his commentary. He's got a power rankings thing that is absolutely ridiculous. Alexi Lalas, I'm coming for you. You absolutely suck as an announcer. I am so much better than you.
It's a burial of Alexi Lalas.
I hate that guy. Well, I hate him more as an announcer. He thinks that he just needs to be that guy, and he's not that guy. But back to this game, we did just have a substitution. Sargent comes off. Now, this is interesting to me. Haji Wright comes in, and I know we've talked about this on and off air. It was an interesting choice to bring on into this team, and if he, for some reason, is the reason why Iran scores. It's just gonna be a clusterfuck of criticism after this game.
Sargent looked like he was a bit injured there, didn't he? He looked like he took a knock and he was struggling.
Well,
But
why not bring
so
Morris
I
on?
can
Why not? If you're going to bring a forward, why not bring Morris on?
Sure, I can understand.
Just
I
bring
can understand
Rain on.
taking Sargent off. I don't know why you would play a like for like change. I would have said you've already got two players up there, haven't you? I mean, they've taken off. You've still got Weir on the pitch, haven't you? And you still got
Yeah.
well, Pulisic is off. You still got Aronson, for Pulisic.
Yeah, Aronson. No, he's on. He's not coming off.
Yeah,
Quick.
you've got
Harry,
Aronson.
welcome in. Harry, welcome in, buddy. Is Iran doing better or not? I can't watch it since I don't have access. I would say, well, based on the situation, and Ian, you can comment on this, but I think because of the situation, they've been playing much more aggressive here. They've been in the 18-yard box much more than the States here in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's a tendency, USA are definitely going into a bit of like what we have, we hold mode. We need to hold on.
Down the left side here, Iran goes. I think that's a foul by Vickers. Oh, no. Did they not call that a foul? It's a 50-50 ball. And all right, I appreciate the non-call, but Iran's fans are calling for a foul there. And it is going to be, I believe, a goal kick. They keep showing people who are disappointed in the no call. Yeah, and it will be a goal kick. So
USA definitely dropping deeper, but my point was just literally like, I don't understand. You've got Aronson, who's a very industrious type of player who will like never stop running. You've got Weir, who's like a bit of a pacey outlet as well. You don't need to bring on another forward player for Sargent. You could bring on another midfielder. You could bring on a defender. If you wanted, like, just to take a bit of sting out of the game. So it's USA really sticking. Berhalter sticking very religiously to this 4-3-3, not changing it under any circumstances.
I thought Berhalter actually went with a different. I thought it was 4-3-1-2.
Okay, semantics. It's still
Well, I'm just saying, let's get it right.
Sure.
All right. So listen, the bus parking is now officially 6 buses in the back. Oh, we're gonna get a yellow, I think, here. Or Haji Wright, who just came on, is gonna get a talking to. He might not get a yellow, but a bit of time wasting as he kicks the ball away there. Oh no, I'm sorry. And a little bit of a knee to knee. So it's a foul and a little time wasting. We have a free kick and not a good position here for the U.S. They're playing high line. They're above it's above the 22-yard little half circle there. We'll see what happens out of this. Guys, this is nerve fucking racking.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to switch on to the USA game. I think I'm actually going to switch games because this England game is done.
Oh my God. No, why are they? Way and Dest are coming off. I'm sorry, Dest is coming off for Zimmerman, who is a defender. Okay, so Zimmerman, who didn't make the fucking starting 11, he is going to come on. So I don't know if actually there is anything there.
Yeah, I'm watching this. I'm on my main TV now with USA game.
I know you're ahead of me. Do not ruin this for me.
I'm not going to spoil it.
Iran, that's defended out.
What substitutions have they made?
Oh my God! What the shit? We almost just gave up a goal, and that is gonna be a counter. They're gonna blow the whistle. I don't know if that's a foul on Iran. So there's been two. Weah and Dest came out. Moore came on for Dest. Zimmerman came on for Weah. And I mean, it's just
that's a good one.
William, listen, I agree, bring on Morris, but not in this situation. The entire tournament, I've been saying bring on Weah, but this is not the situation, or bring on Morris. This is not the situation to bring him on. So what we have here is we're in the 83rd minute. Okay,
and Morris has come on for Dest?
No. Sorry, Zimmerman for Weah. More More for Dest, yeah, and Zimmerman for Weah.
Okay, so the Zimmerman for what? So the Zimmer one. Okay, that's a sensible one to make.
It's a forward for a defender.
Yeah, that makes you more solid in the back. That's fair enough.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a free kick here for Iran. Come on, guys, please.
But having a very pacey outlet, if you've got a guy, if he is as quick as you say he is, having that guy who can stretch the defense or get on the end of a long ball forward might be way the USA can nick a second goal on a counter attack.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. It's not actually too bad subs there, I don't think. It's just going to be a bit nervy. But I will say what I hate to say this, Matt, but what USA should have done is what England have done and get the points on the board early.
Yeah.
We got
a cross into the goal. Okay, Turner's there. He grabs it. Guys, a lot of people coming into the chat right now. Number one, if you could, smash that like button. Because if you smash that like button, USA is going to hold on to this one. Not likely, but we'd love if you smash that like button. Number two, head on over to Mr. Ian Allen's YouTube channel. Yeah. It's in the description. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel, Grandstand Bettors. And just continue with us here throughout the World Cup. Iran's got the ball. They're in their third. There is about 6 minutes left until stoppage time. And I got to be honest, I don't think there should be a lot of stoppage time here in this game. It'd be the one time I think that there shouldn't be.
About 10 minutes left in total, really, isn't it, with stoppage time?
About 10 minutes left in total. But what I don't like here, and Ian, we talked about this early on in the first game, is the way that teams switch. And I know they switch their tactics, but there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 people inside. And Iran's got the ball. Don't call that a foul. Okay. They got the they're going to try to reset here, and that one's still not going to be called. And the USA chance to clear. They're going a little counter, maybe. They try, but it's defended well. So, and you know what I mean in this situation? We have played so aggressively. Why not just continue being? I mean, Iran hasn't had any chances in this game until we've sat back.
Look, it's difficult to really justify the way you. I just think that kind of I think if they keep the game open, they keep pressing, they push Iran back. I think they just run the risk of Iran playing through the press once or twice and having an easier chance. This way, they're just trying to really put a lot of bodies, like put 11 men behind the ball, really deny Iran space, snuff out the game almost, make the game take a lot of the sting out of it. Don't let Iran get a penny head of steam. That's the tactics behind it. I think it's just going to be one of those ones where you haven't got that second goal and you're just going to have to just nervily grit this one out. And I think it would have been either way, even if it would have been 1-0 and USA kept pressing, I think it would have been just as nervy either way, really.
Iran they've had possession for the last 5 minutes, basically. Shout out to Iddy. Iddy, I see you in the chat. You are, by the way, Iddy, if you don't know Iddy, go subscribe to her channel. I don't even know if she does videos, but OG of Grandstand Bettors, Iddy Biddy. Thank you for joining us. JT says it's frustrating after 1 goal. USA sits back defending that result when you have the skills to own the possession. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Turner there, that was close. I don't understand why he bounced that down to himself. That was ridiculous. But we're in the 87th minute. We're 3.5 minutes, I would say essentially 7 minutes away from the end of this one. As the USA go forward here, they got a little chance, a little nutmeg into the box. And a little flick on. Oh, you got to do something with that. You have got to do something with that. What are you doing? Oh, I think, was that Adams? Oh, you have got to finish that, guys, and end this game. Meanwhile, Iran comes back. I'm sorry, Ian. I'll let you get a word in here in a second.
No, it's fine. I'm enjoying this.
They're on the offense. They have taken possession. We are nearing the 89th minute of this game. And are we going to see a cross here? We do see a cross from the Iranians. Not sure we needed to head that out. Okay. I don't know what we're doing there. But it's a throw into the Iran.
I want USA to hold on, but this is like the one part of the World Cup where I can actually just like kind of be. This is the last part of the World Cup until England get knocked out, where I can actually be a bit relaxed, where they're playing and the game doesn't matter, and I'm just watching USA, and all I'm thinking is, I'm glad that I'm not in this position.
William's enjoying the commentary. Thank you, William. I appreciate it.
You're doing a great job, Matt, of making this game.
I'm trying, man. Here we go. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, listen. We just kicked that out for a throw-in for Iran on the goal line. But I got to be honest, it was a heavy touch. It was going out of bounds. I don't think we needed to do anything there. Actually, it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner for Iran here. We're in the 90 or 89th minute. We're in the 89th minute. That's a corner into the box. It's going to be a foul on Iran. They're going to play advantage here, I think. I think they're playing advantage, and that's going to go out to midfield, and USA is going to get a throw in. So USA gets a throw in here. Aronson, he came on early in the second half. Hasn't really been a factor. I was actually intrigued by that switch, honestly.
England game's nearly over. 4 minutes of stoppage time. John Stones has just missed an absolute sitter from about 6 yards with the goal gaping, and he's put it over the bar. Would have made it 4-0 to England, but that one's nearly done and dusted.
Listen,
where all the action
the wife walked in. She's home from work, and she comes into the tipsy mat on Grandstand Bettors. And hi, come on in. Say hi to the family. You don't want to see? Okay, she doesn't want to be on camera.
I don't blame her.
All right.
I don't blame her.
We're in the 90th minute now. Iran has got the ball. A nice defense there. See, let's go a little offense. Take some time. Don't go to the corner. Go for goal. Come on. Oh, my God. We had the right side open. What are we doing there? Oh, all right. How much time is going to be left?
Matt, you're going to freak out.
Fucking A. There's 9 minutes left. You have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
9 minutes?
That's
Are
crazy.
you nuts with this shit? Okay.
This is going to be horrible.
So bad. So bad. Remember, guys, a tie does not get the U.S. through. A tie does not get the U.S. through. That puts Iran through. England's through. I see the game's over, right?
Yeah, but it's in the last. It's in the dying embers.
Yeah. So England's going to win Group B.
Yeah.
We need a win to take on the Netherlands on Saturday at 2 p.m.
Yeah. I think
which we'll live stream, and I know Ian, you said you can't do it, but I'm gonna give
I don't know. Is that right? 2 p.m. I thought that would be earlier for you, isn't it? It's a 3 p.m. my time on Saturday.
It's 2 p.m. No, it's not. Sorry, 10 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Yeah. Which I know you can't do, but I'm gonna give you my firstborn baby if you can do it with me. Iran here. All right, we're in the 91st, almost in the 92nd minute. Iran from about 45 yards out, just passing. They go right side. They are going to look to go down the right-hand side here. A little give-and-go opportunity. Nothing's moving on. They're going to back it out almost towards midfield. And I'm going to have to take Ian off. I know you're ahead of me.
Can I take you a Can I give you
there's a cross to the box! Let Turner get that! Communicate! Jesus! Oh, what are we doing here? What'd you say? Go ahead, Ian.
Just to give you a little bit of a respite from this, and this is away from the world of World Cup, but did you see who my beloved Oxford United drew in the FA Cup?
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that. All right, so
completely the wrong time to bring that up, and I do apologize.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll talk about it off air. Dude, I'm 7 minutes away from going on to the round of 16 to face the Netherlands. And whether you're there or not, it's going to be an epic adventure on Saturday at 10 a.m. Only because it happens before college football.
There we go.
All right, we got a free kick for Iran.
Oh my God.
Fucking goal. We're 6 minutes, 45 seconds away from finishing this one. The Iranians in support. We have a free kick from about 23 yards out on the left-hand side. Turner looks in. It's an inward swinger, and that's oh my God. Oh. It could, as my wife is sighing to the left of me, that could have been a 100% knockout goal for Iran against the United States. What an effort. Good effort there, Ian.
Matt's wife, you have to bear with him. We had to bear with your shouting during the Croatia game. So
she's laughing. All right, here we go. We're 6 minutes in. 6 minutes away. 94th minute here. Exactly 6 minutes. Turner kicks it, and let's see if we can't get some possession.
I mean, this is the epitome of so many games you see end like this, where it's like literally attack versus defense. And if America do get the ball, you even wonder whether they'll even go for the second goal or just try and like head into the corner.
Well, you know what? We talked about that corner situation, and I don't think I think you should go for goal.
Yeah, I mean it's I always think you should go for goal too. I'd rather see a team go for goal and head for the corner, but they do it to try and run down the clock. And
Harrison gets a nick on, and okay, all right, we're pressing a little bit here. We're pressing all right.
USA are still in possession. We're going on to 95 minutes, but you just sense there'll be one more chance for Iran here.
We're officially 5 minutes away. 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'd like to point out there can be no more subs for the United States, so there's no time wasting opportunity there.
Yeah. Look, again, at the risk of repeating myself 1,000 times, this is USA have deserved to win this game, and USA have deserved to qualify out of this group without question. They've been in some cases as good as England, but they've been the second best side in this group. If they don't get out of it, they've only got themselves to blame.
Can I listen? I know there's 4 minutes left, but I like Turtles, which by the way, honey, you haven't seen, but I like Turtles is in the chat. He goes, "It's fine. Everything is fine." It's one of the best comments in this very tense situation. Listen, I don't care if we get to the round of 16 and we're down 1-0 in the 90th minute. This is way more tense, in my opinion, than that situation.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I mean, this is a game USA should be at. They should have been out of sight in this game. USA should be 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and it's just this nervy pressure now that
I think we're gonna have a card here. We're gonna have a card for Iran gets a card here.
What one mistake for the US now, or one lucky shot, and it's tournament over for them. And they shouldn't be in this position, but they're just going to have to grit this out. And it will, if they do get through this, I think that it's you'll see this side be a very confident team take on the Netherlands. It won't be an easy game for Holland, that's for sure.
Well, I know we've talked about the Netherlands not being that dangerous, but I will say, then can we come out and be aggressive like we have today? And I mean, I know we're a far 3 minutes away from that, but if we do get through, I would like to see that as Iran tries to go over the top.
Let's just not tempt fate and talk about it too much. Let's see this game out first.
Yeah, I know.
I feel we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We can have a couple comments after the game for sure. There's 2.5 minutes left, and I think it's going to be a USA throw-in. Dude, I don't know what to do here. What is going on? This is the only reason I don't like soccer, man. I can't stand it. It's kind of the same like hockey in the final seconds when they pull their goalie. Iran's going to immediately take over possession. They're going to kick it back to their goalie. There's 2 minutes and 10 seconds left remaining in this one. Good defense by the Americans.
Yeah, it's good defense. They're really keeping around at arm's length. So there's a really disappointing. USA had the chance to kind of get the ball and run.
Oh my God! I thought that was going through.
Yeah.
Oh, he went the wrong way. There was a chance for the Iranians. They did not score or even get a shot on goal. Little counterattack. Go towards goal. We can't get We can't
That was
get
frustrating,
possession.
that one.
And they're going to hold there. They're going to hold.
Was that
It's gonna
Hadji,
be
right?
Bell.
Oh, Matt, you're going to cry. It's okay. It's okay.
Would you stop telling me? All game I've been ahead of you. Shut up.
I'm sorry. You're going to cry in a minute, but it's not a goal, but you're going to be pulling your hair out.
Dude, I'm gonna lose my shit with you.
Oh, this is tense.
Down the right side, heads into the. Oh my God! What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Oh my God! I can't even explain what happened. If you're watching, you know there is going to be a clear to midfield. Iranians should have scored there. That was absolute ridiculousness. They're going to VAR this
right now. And I'm telling you this right now. The Iranian players have gone around the referee doing VAR signs and like appealing for a penalty. If this gets given as a penalty, it's a fucking disgrace. Absolute disgrace. This is no way a penalty at all. It is barely a brush on the shoulder, and the guy has gone down as if he's been shot in the back. And this is it. Iran literally cannot be serious if they think that is an absolute penalty. And the referee should book the fucking players. The referee should book the players that are running around doing this.
He went to VAR. All right,
yeah, they can go to VAR. It doesn't matter if they go to VAR. That is not a foul.
Ian, give me no penalty! No penalty! No penalty! Let's go, baby! Fuck yeah! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Let's go! No penalty! Let's go!
I'll tell you what it is.
Christ!
We'll talk about it a bit in the end because
we'll stay on the air for a little bit, guys. After talk about this, we're past stoppage time, and we got the possession. Let's go forward. Come on, end this fucking shit. Oh my God, what a weak effort. This should be it though. We should be seeing it. USA should go on and call the fucking game. Call the game. We cleared it one more time. Yeah! USA's going on! Fuck yeah! Let's go, baby! Mateus in the chat. What's up, buddy? Oh my God. Holy shit. We did it, guys.
I hung these flags behind me because I knew they would be the two sides that would go through. Mate, absolutely congratulations. That is a fucking
you too,
win.
man. You too, and we'll see in the finals.
You might do. And I'll tell you what, you'd probably beat us. And I know you're going to talk about it and you're very emotional, but just from someone who's got like no dog in the fight in this particular one, that is a fantastic performance from the United States. I think that is from a young team, and we can't stress that enough, a young team to play in this environment where basically it's like an away game to play this game against Iran. They controlled the majority of this game. They didn't get that second goal, and then they ground it out at the end. Should give USA a ton of confidence going into that last 16 round against Netherlands. And I would not be shocked if USA pulled off an upset in that one.
Yeah, I am emotional right now. That was pretty awesome. I have to be honest with you. And you know me as a sports bettor, and I've told you this many times, why I hate VAR. And it's because it makes me lose bets. Makes me lose bets. But today, it could have made me lose the USA moving through to the round of 16. I'll be honest with you. I'm 50-50 on whether that was a penalty. He definitely had a touch on the left shoulder.
No. As 100% not a penalty. Football is a fucking contact sport. Players are allowed to have contact with each other. He hasn't dragged him to the ground. He hasn't pushed him in the back. He's touched him on the shoulder, and the guy's gone over as if he's been fouled. He's only gone over because he's been fouled because he's not going to win the ball, and he knows that. And Iran can run around doing VAR signs and all that stuff, but basically it's fucking cheating. That's fucking cheating.
Well,
they shouldn't deserve a penalty for that.
Well, I'm glad it didn't, and I'm glad you agree with that. I'll tell you this. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited that we get to go play the Netherlands. I do think we have a chance. We've talked a lot about how we think the Netherlands are not a powerhouse as much as I think they should be, and the talent they've had over the years. I can't believe they haven't done better. But I will say this. The United States, in my opinion, if they do not come out with the intensity and the aggressiveness that they had in this game, they're not going to move forward. That is how you play American football.
Well, I think from what I've seen of the 3 games of the United States, they've gone out and were very aggressive in the first half against Wales. Very good. And they were decent in the second half, but for some reason, they just gave away a dodgy penalty. They were very good against England. They controlled that midfield by playing aggressively, by stopping England from playing, and they were good in that one. And they dominated the game for the majority of it in this one. I have no reason to think USA aren't going to go out and play with the same tempo and the same energy like they would against Holland, and because that's the main way they're going to win the game is through midfield and being aggressive in that midfield, and that's what we've seen.
All right, quick question then. When it comes to lineup standpoint, Haji Wright or Sargent, who you taking up front?
Personally, I think it's a toss of a coin. I would go with Sargent again. Injury, seeing like if he's not injured or not, but I would go with Sargent again just because he played today and USA got the win. But I don't really think there's much between the 2 players. So I think if Pulisic being injured could be potentially huge for the USA though.
Well, he did get back on the field. He was only taken out at halftime, and that could have been precautionary. We're going to have to wait to see the post-game press conference there. But I honestly like Sargent in there too. I do think Haji Wright shouldn't have been on this team, in all honesty. But what I would like to see is a little bit of Morris, and I've been saying that forever. I think he's a playmaker. I think he can do something, and I like to see Rania too. I'd like to see a little bit more of him.
Yeah, I think it's just. Be very unlikely that he's going to change much. Seeing as these are the players that have got him through, I think it's unlikely that he's going to make some sweeping changes for the last 16. So expect to see very much a similar lineup to what we've seen from the first 3 games. But again, I just reiterate, USA have been very impressive and they deserve to go through. And England will fancy their chances of beating Senegal in the last 16, and USA will fancy their chances of beating Netherlands, I think.
For sure. All right, guys, listen, this has been a great live stream. We appreciate all your support. I like Turtles. Thanks for showing up, Turbo.
Yep.
Matthias, hey, we saw you there at the end. Tomorrow, we have Argentina. Well, it's gonna be great match days throughout. I know I'm going to talk to Ian off air. We'll see what our next live stream is going to be. If we have another one here in this 3rd round, or if we wait till the weekend when we get into round of 16. Definitely for sure, I will be here for Saturday's USA and Netherlands game. And then I assume on Sunday, depending on the time, we'll see what we do on Sunday. But we're going to have many more live streams. We'll end the live stream here, but final thoughts here, Ian. Good day at football. Both England and USA won.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect results from our point of view, wasn't it? It's England did what nothing amazing, nothing special. Saw a wonderful goal from Marcus Rashford to set the ball rolling in that one, but kind of comfortably came through that Wales game as you would expected, and USA very impressive in their win against Iran. And so for me, the 2 best sides go through.
They do. And now USA and England down to the last 16. We'll see how it plays out from there. Yeah. Guys, thanks for joining us.
Different pressures in a tournament. Just one final thing. Different pressures in a tournament. USA will be delighted that they get to this point and they've got nothing to lose. England, it's almost like the tournament starts now for them.
Yeah, and it'll be over quickly, but
usually is
in penalties.
Usually is.
But thanks, guys. Appreciate it. JT says, "Hope we meet in the quarterfinals." England and USA, they can't meet in the quarterfinals. They're on opposite sides, so that can't happen. But listen, hopefully, maybe we meet in the finals. Crazier things have happened. The Browns actually made the playoffs a couple years ago. Anyways,
And
guys,
England made a final a couple of years ago.
that's true. I mean, they had to beat Ukraine. Anyways,
What is this? This is terrible.
Just a reminder.
Well done, you beat Iran. We beat them 6-2, by the way.
Just a reminder, 6:15 tonight, Grandstand Bettors. We'll be back live right here. We got a 6-pack of picks for tonight, sports betting. Actually, 5 for tonight. We got a World Cup pick for you tomorrow. So we're going to be live from 6:15 to 6:30 on our YouTube channel. In the meantime, before our next live stream, make sure you head on over to Ian OUFC and subscribe to his channel. Like all his shit. He's great. That's why we brought him on. Good man. And Ian, we will see you soon. And any last words for the group?
No, just I've said my piece. Thanks for everybody for coming in and watching it. And thanks again for having me, Matt.
Awesome. Thanks, Turbo. We appreciate you as well. And we will all see you for sure, USA Netherlands on Saturday.